I'd like to greet all human beings around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you're the richest person on the face of this earth to the poorest. It doesn't matter if you're the toughest person on the face of this earth to the weakest. I greet all of you all with the same universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Today is August the 15th, 2019. It's Thursday. Time being about 6:16 p.m. What I want to come to you all today is, especially all my family and friends and all my supporters, no matter where you at, no matter what your nationality is, no matter what your occupation may be. You all know yesterday I went to trial and took Barry Boyce here in Charleston, Missouri, and Nigel Easton to trial for public peace disturbance and for peace disturbance and harassment. Everybody that's seen the YouTube videos around the world, we know, they know, the system know, there was no doubt or contradiction that they did commit those crimes because it was on camera. It was just as clear as the police in Los Angeles that was beating Rodney King. It was just as clear as in Chicago, Illinois, when Jason Van Dyke, the Chicago police, shot Quan McDonald, a 17-year-old young man that was going away from him with a knife. Shot him 16 times. You see, if you look at the video real close, on April the 22nd, 2019 at the police station, you would see Barry Boyce and Nigel Easton coming up close to me. One of them, and I think it was Nigel, hand up on his shirt. But the judge, who went to law school now, he said yesterday, August the 14th, 2019, that he was going to put it up under advisement and make a decision later on that evening. That was about 3 o'clock yesterday evening. He made his decision. Guess what his decision was? His decision was that Nigel Easton didn't commit a crime, period. He didn't commit the crime of harassment nor peace disturbance. But it was clear as day. Sergeant Percy Owens and Austin Henson for the Charleston Police Department, they didn't see them commit no crime neither on January the 30th, 2019, right here down the street from my house. But let me tell you this here. With Barry Boyce, they said that he didn't commit the crime of harassment, but committed the crime of, hey now, doing good? Oh, blessed by the best, I can't ask for no better. Satan don't like it. All the time, not sometime. All right, but with Barry Boyce, they found him guilty of, the judge found him guilty of peace disturbance. Now, both of them doing the same thing at the same time. All right now, same thing at the same time. And not the first time doing it. But the judge found one not guilty of it and found the other one guilty of it. But let me tell you something in a case that's titled Dolly Mapp versus the state of Ohio. One of the judges, because Dolly Mapp had to go from the lower court to the Supreme, to the Ohio Supreme Court and on up, had to climb up. Sometimes you got to climb up. But Dolly Mapp, look up the case. Dolly Mapp versus the state of Ohio. Eventually, Dolly Mapp got up so high into the courts of the United States, some judge, listen, no matter what the law is, you see what I'm saying? No matter what they interpret the law to be, the law is only one way. Either you did it or you didn't. The judge wrote a statement, and he said, there's no war between the Constitution and common sense. He said with the no war against the Constitution and common sense. He said nothing can destroy a government more quickly than the government failure to observe its own laws. Listen to that. The government failure, nothing can destroy a government more quickly than the government failure to observe their own laws. You see, the judge apparently didn't observe his own laws, because there's no question or doubt that what both of these individuals did, all right now, ain't no question of the doubt what it was. I was talking to a female that worked in one of the stores here. Had the same situation. One of the same officers, Officer Henson and Percy Arms. She got had to plead guilty to a crime, the same as what these guys did. But these guys didn't get a crime, didn't get a case. But that shows you something. You know, you said you have some people, like individual called himself Keith Walker, did some research. You know, to each his own. Keith Walker is an individual, he get mad, a black guy get mad when I talk about these racist white folks down here. He get mad maybe because he dating a white female. And ain't nothing wrong with dating a white female. I done dated white females before. Puerto Rican, Mexican, blacks. But, you know, he get mad when I talk about racist white people. You see what I'm saying? And blacks that sell out black communities. So that goes to show you what he stands for. You know, he made a statement, because I made 2 YouTube videos today. And him and Nigel Easton, they made comments on it. Nigel Easton, he go by the name Gutter Red. You look at his videos, there's nothing positive about him, but you have people that follow him. You see what I'm saying? You never see me on his videos. You know why? Because they don't interest me. You see, don't nothing interest me when you talking about gang banging in the black community against each other. It don't nothing, you know, get my attention, grab my attention, or with somebody talking about shooting up each other, selling each other drugs, calling each other N-word. But to each his own. Nigel Easton, he made a thing. He said, he made a comment on my YouTube. He said, you mad? I started not even comment, but I let him know. I said, Gutter Red, also known as Nigel Easton. No, I'm not mad, because when animals get mad, they put them to sleep. You see, and with Keith Walker made a couple of comments. He made one saying what Austin Henson was laughing about when they was over here. When I called him on the 30th of January, he said he was laughing at the lunatic show. He wasn't laughing at you. So I guess Keith Walker, he can read the mind of Austin Henson, Officer Henson from the Charleston, Missouri Police Department. Since he read his mind what he was doing on the 30th and didn't arrest these 2 guys for what they was doing, harassing me and disturbing my peace, tell me, Keith Walker, what was Austin Henson thinking about or laughing about on May the 8th of 2017 in the Mississippi County Jail, when 28-year-old Tennessee resident by the name of Tory D. Sanders, a mentally ill individual that was brought from the Charleston Police Department to the Sheriff's Department illegally, and Austin Henson and 4 or 5 more white law enforcement officials went in this black man's cell, and when they went in and came back out, the man was dead. What was he thinking? You think he was laughing about the lunatic show? Because the lunatic show deals with nothing but ignorance. You see what I'm saying? Anytime you call the lunatic show and you talking about you got something called the CNN and stand for Charleston Nigga News, and then you have little children's on this here during Halloween, like I said, of 2018, videoing saying, look at the little niggas fighting. Then you get another police officer here in the Charleston, Missouri Police Department, Keith Walker. Maybe you can tell the black people in the black community about this second Charleston, Missouri police officer that was involved, actually did the shooting and killing of a 34-year-old mentally ill black guy, November the 8th, 2011. May our two brothers rest in peace. You see what I'm saying? But see, the people that you and Gail Easton and Percy Owens and Austin Henson and Chief Bobby Hearns, Brenda Bedford, all of them, Chief Hearns, Brenda Bedford, Keith Bedford, her son, Percy Owens, all of them was on the scene when G Unit got killed. May he rest in peace, a 34-year-old black man that people knew that had mental illness. He was tased 2 times and shot down. I guess you think that's funny too, don't you? You said, I'm hot. I ain't hot. You said I'm crazy. I ain't crazy. Miguel said I'm mad. I ain't hot. I ain't mad, nor am I crazy. If I was crazy, Keith Walker, I'd have been going on a shooting spree like some of these people doing now. If I was mad, Miguel, I'd be going crazy. But you know what I'm doing? I done set the stage to show that there's not equal justice here in Charleston, Missouri when it comes to blacks that's not sellouts, blacks that's not snitches. You see what I'm saying? Ignorant blacks. When it comes to blacks like myself, hey, now power to the people, power to the people. When it's blacks like myself that's standing up against white supremacists and ignorant Negroes, you named it the right thing, the CNN News, because everybody in Charleston, black and white, don't even go with that. Because ain't nothing good, ain't nothing funny about it. You see, Austin Henson, when he testified for Gail Easton and Barry Boyce in the court yesterday, he found it to be funny. The judge even said, well, this ain't the Jerry Springer show. But they was acting like it was the Jerry Springer show. But his ruling, Austin Henson testifying for these individuals. You see what I'm saying? Robert Hearns and the rest of these Charleston, Missouri police, that if the shoe fit, wear it, because it's not all of them. It's another source. You know, when they came and got Corey Hutchinson, y'all was saying Corey Hutchinson was making all these illegal busts. They let him do it for a while, and they got him. In Ferguson, Missouri, they let him do what they was doing like they doing to me. They let him do it for a while, and then they got him for a practice they got him for a pattern of practice. You see what I'm saying? Doing the same thing. You see, if I violated the law, coming up to somebody like they did me, then, then they should have been violated. But the judge made his ruling, but what he gonna have to do is, people is watching. People is watching. Y'all feel it's a victory, but I know one thing that I did. I did my job. I stood in that courtroom. I said the same thing that I say out here. The judge gonna make it one day. Y'all gonna think you can get away with other people. See, you got away with me. You see what I'm saying? The only reason you got away from me because I'm dealing with God. You see, some of these people ain't dealing with God. You're gonna run up on them like I'm doing me, and they're gonna blow your brains out. Probably blow some of your family brains out. I pray it don't happen, but the judge opened it up for you. But if you go in the white folks' neighborhood, I guarantee you ain't gonna do it. If you did what you did to me, to Bob Barker, or any of these other racist white folks, they'd have shot and killed you. But I'm all right. I ain't mad at y'all. Look here. Hey. Peace be still, Keith.